everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with English vocabulary class. And English vocabulary we have your class 6 because we had already completed your class 5. There we had discussed your 228 words of vocabulary, and I hope you had enjoyed that and you will get some knowledge about that particular words. Okay, so now we'll discuss from 229 words, and hopefully if you had not subscribed to our channel, you had subscribed to our channel. And अगर आप हमारे चैनल फर्स्ट टाइम देख रहे हो या अभी तक आपने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट कि आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो सो दैट हम जो भी वीडियोस डालें वो आपके पास सबसे पहले पहुंचे। एंड सेकेंडली, अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ हमारे वीडियो को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करो सो दैट ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग के पास वीडियो पहुँचे और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग इसका यूटिलाइजेशन भी कर सकें। आज हम 229 वर्ड से शुरू करेंगे, जो कि आपका पहला वर्ड है सेशन का, दैट इज़ प्रोटेस्टेशन। प्रोटेस्टेशन जो वर्ड है वो आपका नाउन की तरह यूज़ होता है। प्रोटेस्टेशन वर्ड का मतलब होता है एन एम्फैटिक डिक्लेरेशन इज रिस्पॉन्स टू डाउट और accusation, जिसे कहते हैं हम विरोध करना। इफ़ यू आर अगेंस्ट समथिंग, इफ़ यू आर विरोध कर रहे हो आप, then you can use the word protestation there. Protestation is that emphatic declaration to the response to the doubt or accusation that in Hindi that is विरोध. So you can use the word protestation instead of using the word विरोध or against. Okay. And now moving on with the next word that we have, a 230th word, and that is agitation. Agitation is a word. Agitation is used as noun. Agitation meaning is a state of anxiety or nervous excitement, जिसे हम कहते हैं आंदोलन करना। Andolan is a sort of that we can use the word agitation there, and agitation is that state of anxiety where the nervousness are there, and as well as the excitement is also there for something. That in Hindi that is andolan karna, and in English you can use the word agitation there. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 231 word, and that is sectarian. Sectarian is a word that is used as adjective here, and sectarian meaning is denoting as concerning a sect or sects, that is your सांप्रदायिक। सांप्रदायिक जो होता है उसे हम सेक्टेरियन वर्ड बोलते हैं जब आप डिनोट कर रहे हो या कंसर्न हो किसी सेक्ट के ऊपर या फिर सेक्ट्स के ऊपर, तो दैट इज sectarians that we can use this word as this is the word that is used as adjective there. Now moving on to the next word that we have here, 232, and the word is brutish. Brutish is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of brutish is rough, unpleasant and often violent. rough हो या unpleasant हो, कोई चीज़ जो आपके लिए उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, and often violent हो, then you can use the word brutish there, and the brutish is a word that is used as adjective. Now moving on with the next one that we have here, 233 word, and the word is spontaneous. And spontaneous is a word that is used as adjective. And spontaneous word है जिसे हम adjective की तरह use करते हैं, and the meaning of spontaneous is performed or occurring as a result of sudden impulse या unforced. हिंदी में बोलते हैं उसे स्वाभाविक होना। स्वाभाविक होना, spontaneous होना, that is same, and you can use the word spontaneous instead of स्वाभाविक होना, instead of sudden impulse, instead of unforced. So on this word you can use the word spontaneous there in your vocabulary, in your framing sentences. Now the next word we have your 234 here. 234 word is colossal. Colossal is a word that is used as adjective here, and colossal meaning is extremely large or great. ज़्यादा ही बड़ा, extremely large होना या कुछ ज़्यादा ही great होना, that we can use the word colossal there, and in Hindi that is अति विशाल. Next word that we have here is 235, that is inquity. Inquity is a word that is used as noun. Okay, so here the inquity is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of inquity is lack of fairness or justice. जहाँ पे आपको lack लगे fairness का, सच्चाई आपके सामने ना आए, वहाँ पे कमी लगे आपको fairness की, या फिर justice की कमी लगे, जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी में अन्याय होना, अन्याय होने की possibilities जहाँ पे लगे, then you can use the word inequity. Now moving on with the next one, and this word is used as noun here. Now the next word is 236 word, and that is amplify. Amplify is a word that is used as verb here. Amplify word जो है वो आपका एक verb की तरह used होता है, okay? And the meaning of amplify is enlarged upon or add a detailed to. You have to if you are increasing something, okay, कुछ आप increase कर रहे हो, कुछ enlarge कर रहे हो, या फिर add कर रहे हो detail किसी चीज़ के लिए, जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी में बढ़ाना, तो बढ़ाने के लिए you can use the word amplify there. एम्पलीफायर वर्ड यूज सुना होगा आपने कि जो हम लोग वॉइस होती है, जो साउंड होता है उसको बढ़ा देते हैं, तो दैट वाज एम्पलीफायर, एंड दैट इज सिमिलर टू दैट एम्पलीफायर. Next word we have here 237 word, and that the word is deprivation. Deprivation is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of deprivation is the damaging lack of material benefit considered to be basic necessities in a society, that is हानि. तो बेसिकली कोई चीज़ ऐसी डैमेज करना, या फिर कोई मटेरियल का या बेनिफिट्स हो रहे हैं या नेसेसिटीज़ जो होती हैं उसकी सोसाइटी की, उसको आप डैमेज कर रहे हो, देन यू कैन यूज़ द वर्ड इन हिंदी दैट इज़ हानि, हानि पहुँचाना, and in English you can use the word deprivation there. Now moving on to the next one that we have here 238 here, and that is a desolation. A desolation is a word which is used as noun, and the desolation meaning is a state of complete emptiness and destruction. एक ऐसी state जहाँ पे आप बिल्कुल emptiness है, आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, you don't know anything what to do, and the destruction बहुत ज़्यादा damage हो जाना, जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं निराशा होना, and in English that is desolation. The next word we have is 239 word, and that is obligatory. Obligatory is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of obligatory is a small group of people having control a country or organization, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं कुलीन तंत्र. कुलीन तंत्र इन हिंदी दैट एक स्मॉल नंबर ऑफ ग्रुप्स होंगे, नंबर ऑफ पीपल के ग्रुप होंगे जो कि आपको कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं पूरी पूरी कंट्री पे, पूरे पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पे, then we can use the word for those, that is oligarchy. Oligarchy is the word that is used for a small number of groups of people having control over the country or an organization, where we are using the word oligarchy there for those people, and that the word is used as noun here. Now moving on to the next one that we have here 240th word, which we have here is, so here the 240th word we have here is, that is anachronistic. Anachronistic is a word that is used as adjective here. Anachronistic is word that is belonging or appropriate to an earlier period. That is something which is belonging to the earlier period, which is appropriate to the earlier period. For those we can use the word anachronistic there. Now moving on with the next one that we have here 241th word, and 241th word is outskirts. Outskirts is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of outskirts is the outer part of a town or city. outer part जो होता है city का, या फिर outer part जो है आपका town का, उसे हम कहते हैं outskirts of that particular city or a town. in Hindi जिसे हम कहते हैं सरहद. Sarhad, that is in English, in another word you can say that the border. But border is that old word, and we can use the word outskirts there. Next one is your 242 word, and the word is vicissitude. Vicissitude is a word that is used as noun there, and vicissitude is a change of circumstances or fortune. कोई change जो आपका circumstances पे या fortune में कोई change हो रहा है, then you can use the word vicissitude, and that is used as noun here. Now moving on to the next one, that is word is your 243 word, and the 243 word is spike. Spike is a word that is used as noun. तो spike जो word है वो noun की तरह use होता है, and the meaning of the spike is form into or cover with sharp points. That is a form into or a cover with a sharp point that we used as word, that is a spike. Now the next word we have is 244 word, and that is pose. pose is a word that is used as verb here, and the pose, meaning of pose that we have here is present or constitute a problem or a danger, जिसे हम कहते हैं कोई प्रॉब्लम या कोई डेंजर है अगर प्रेजेंट पे या कॉन्स्टिट्यूट पे, तो देन वी यूज द वर्ड पोस्ट देयर, जिसे हम कहते हैं ठान लेना. Next word that we have here, 245 word here is that is contract. Contract is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of contract is decrease in size, number or range. कोई size में, कोई आपके numbers में या फिर कोई range में decrease होना, that is your contract. वो contract वाला contract नहीं है जो हम लोग दो persons के बीच में contract sign करते हैं. ये वो वाला contract है जब आप size में या फिर number में या फिर range में decrease होता है. Now the next word we have here, 246 word, and that is proxy. Proxy is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of proxy is a figure that can be used to represent the value of something in a calculation. Proxy is एक ऐसी figure जो आप use करते हो represent करने के लिए कोई value को या calculation के through, जिसे हम कहते हैं प्रतिपत्र. प्रतिपत्र जो है वो आपका proxy word signify करता है. Next word we have your 247th word, and that is trajectory. Trajectory is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of trajectory we have here the path followed by a projectile flying or object moving under the action of a given force, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं प्रक्षेप पत्र. बेसिकली ट्रैजेक्टरी मतलब क्या होता है, कोई एक पाथ जो पाथ फॉलो करे प्रोजेक्टाइल फ्लाइंग में, मतलब वो ये इस तरह से, दिस इज अ प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन. ओके कुछ इस तरह से प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन होता है. एंड द पाथ फॉलोड बाय अ प्रोजेक्टाइल फ्लाइंग और एन ऑब्जेक्ट मूविंग अंडर द एक्शन ऑफ द फोर्स. यहाँ से किसी एक बॉल है फॉर एग्जांपल, यहाँ से एक पर्सन है, उसने उस बॉल को फेंका and it moves as a projectile motion and then goes towards this. So this is the projectile flying and the object moving under the action of given force. जो इसने force लगाया उसी force पे ये ball यहाँ पे जाके गिरेगी. That you can say the word that is trajectory there. Now the next word we have your 248 word, and the word is stimulus. Stimulus is a word that is used as noun there, and the meaning of the stimulus is a thing that arouses activity or energy in someone or something. In Hindi that is कहते हैं प्रोत्साहन करना. तो stimulus is a word which arouses the activity or the energy to the someone or something, and that the word is known as a stimulus, and stimulus is directly mean with the protsahan karna. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 249 word that we have here is, so here you can see that the 249th word which we have here is that is foster. Foster is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of foster is encourage the development of something, especially something desirable. हिंदी दैट इज़ प्रोत्साहन. इनकरेज करना किसी भी डेवलपमेंट को, चाहे वो किसी स्पेशली किसी चीज़ के लिए हो रहा हो, कि किस डिज़ायरेबल चीज़ के लिए हो रहा हो, देन यू कैन यूज़ द वर्ड देयर that is your foster there, and to encourage and develop for something. Now moving on with the next that we have here is, so the next word that we have here is 250th word, and that is scathing. Scathing जो word है that is used as adjective, and the meaning of scathing we have here is witheringly scornful, severely critical, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं तीखा होना, and that is you can use the word scathing there. Next one we have here 250th word, 51 word is unrelenting. Unrelenting is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of unrelenting we have not yielding in strength, severity or determination. कोई when we are not yielding with the strength, severity or determination, that is in Hindi that is nirdaya, so then we can use the word unrelenting there. Next one we have your 252 word here, and that is your arduous. Arduous is a word that is used as adjective there, and that is requiring a strenuous effort, difficult. Just like we are strenuous effort, we need a strenuous effort, or if it is difficult, कठिन होना जिसे कहते हैं, that the word is your arduous. Next word is the 253 word, that is your silkhaute. Silkhaute is a word that is used as noun. Silkhaute is a word that is used as noun, and the dark shape of outline of something or something visible in the restricted light against a brighter background, जिसे हम कहते हैं छाया चित्र। सिलहावटे जो है वो वर्ड एक इस तरह से है कि कोई ऐसा डार्क शेप या फिर कोई एक आउटलाइन है किसी चीज़ की, तो with respect to, so the silhouette is directly mean that a dark shape and the outline of something or someone, okay, that is visible in the restricted light only and that is against to the background. जब brighter background होता है तो कुछ चीज़ छाया चित्र जिसे कहते हैं, then you can use the word silhouette there for those words. Now the moving on to the next one that we have your 254th word, and that is conundrum. Conundrum is a word that is used as noun, and the conundrum meaning of conundrum is confusing and a difficult problem or a question. कोई ऐसे questions, कुछ ऐसे problems जो बहुत ज़्यादा confusing होते हैं जिसे हम कहते हैं पहेली होना, तो for those word you can use the word conundrum there. Next word we have a 255 word, that is postulate. Postulate is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of postulate that we have here, suggest or assume the existence or a fact or a truth of something as a basis for the reasoning, discussion or belief. In Hindi that is swikrit paksh. Basically postulates are those things that can suggest, that can assume some existence fact जो actually exist कर रहे हैं, उन facts को जो शायद सही हैं भी, उनको in the basis of reasoning, on the basis of the discussion, on the basis of the belief that they can be discussed, and that they are known as postulates. and अगर आप साइंस के स्टूडेंट हो तो आपने फिर postulates पढ़े भी होंगे. Next one is your 255, that 256 here, that is dismally. Dismally is a word that is used as an adjective here, and dismally meaning is in a depressed manner, like depressed manner में, that is used as dismally, and in the form of, so that is smelly word in a depressed manner, and that is उदासी से. कोई चीज़ उदासी से अगर आप कर रहे हो या उदासी से हो रही है, in that way you can use the word dismally there. Now moving on to the next one that we have a 256 word, that is defiance. Defiance is a word that is used as noun, and the defiance meaning is open resistance, bold disobedience, जिसे हम कहते हैं आज्ञा का उल्लंघन करना, आज्ञा के पालन न करना. तो देन ओपन रेजिस्टेंस, आप किसी चीज़ का विरोध करो, कोई ने कुछ कहा है आप उसको डिनाई कर रहे हो, या फिर आप बहुत आराम से बोल दे रहे हो कि नहीं मैं ये नहीं करूँगा या नहीं कर रही हूँ या नहीं कर सकता हूँ, तो एंड दैट इज़ द डिफेंस वर्ड दैट यू कैन यूज़ फॉर दैट, वेयर द आज्ञा का उल्लंघन करना. Now moving on with the next one that we have your 258 word here. 258 word is numbing. Numbing is a word that is used as adjective here, and the numbing meaning is depriving one of feeling or responsiveness. Deprive करना किसी की feeling को या responsiveness होना, and that is in सत्र होना. Okay, सन्न हो जाना, तो सन्न हो जाना is that is numbing. Next one we have here is your 258 59 word, that is arbiter. Arbiter is a word that is used as noun, and the arbiter is a word, the meaning of arbiter is a person who settles a dispute or has ultimate authority in a matter, जिसे हम कहते हैं मध्यस्था. मध्यस्था that is arbiter, and एक कोई person जो कि settle करे disputes को या ultimate authority हो जाए उस particular matter का, and that is known, we can use the word arbiter for those. Next one that we have a 259 word, that is a frenetic. Frenetic is a word that is used as adjective, and the frenetic is a word that meaning is fast and energetic in an uncontrolled way. फास्ट हो बहुत और एनर्जेटिक भी हो बहुत, एक अनकंट्रोल्ड वे में, जिसे हम कहते हैं उन्मादपुर, तो वो हमारा फ्रेनेटिक होता है, बहुत ही फुर्तीला, बहुत ही एनर्जेटिक वे जिसे हम कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. नेक्स्ट वन दैट वी हैव योर 280th वर्ड, 260th वर्ड, एंड दैट इज स्ट्रे. स्ट्रे वर्ड जो है वो आपका एडजेक्टिव की तरह यूज होता है, एंड द मीनिंग ऑफ स्ट्रे वी हैव रैंडम, एक्सीडेंटल, कुछ भी चीज़ रैंडम हो जाए, अपने आप हो जाए, एक्सीडेंटल हो जाए, ड्यू टू एक्सीडेंटल, दैट इज जिसे कहते हैं बिखरा हुआ, एंड दैट इज स्ट्रे. Next word we have your 261th word, and that we have remit. Remit is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of remit is cancel or send money. Cancel होना, कोई चीज़ cancel हो जा रही है या फिर आप पैसे भेज रहे हो, send money कर रहे हो, then also that is known as remit. Now the next word we have your 262th word, and that is transgress. Transgress is a word that is used as verb here, and the meaning of the transgress is go beyond the limit of what is the moral, socially and legally acceptable, जिसे हम कहते हैं अतिक्रमण करना, that is transgress, okay, beyond the limit. Next one, we have your 263 word, that is assault. Assault is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of assault is make a physical attack on, एक physical attack करना जिसे हम कहते हैं आक्रमण करना. Next one, we have your 264th word, that is unravel. Unravel is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of unravel is investigate and solve or explain. Something we will be investigating, something we will be solving, something we will be explaining. That all comes under the unravel, and Hindi is suljhana. That is unravel. 265 word, we have a piteously. Piteously is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of piteously is in a way to feel sadness or a sympathy. एक तरह से जिस तरह से आपको sadness feel हो या फिर sympathy feel हो, that way, that is दयनीय ढंग से. In Hindi you can, in English you can use the word piteously there. Okay, for those words you can use the piteously, for the sympathy, for the feeling sadness, and then of course you can use the word piteously there. Now moving on to the next one, that we have here 266 word, that is ensue. Ensue is a word that is used as verb here, and ensue meaning is happen or occur afterwards or as result. Something which is happen or occur afterwards as result, that is ghatit hona. It's as a result that you had given your examination and you were waiting for the results, and for that case that it is in the future after the giving your test, that is ensue. Ensue for the results. Okay, so that you can use the word there, ensue there. And as I said, you thanks for all those subscribers who had supported us, because we had reached 1000 subscribers. So thanks for all them, because of you all we don't make this possible. And thank you for supporting us, and those who had not subscribed our channel, that's a request to do go to the subscribe button and like, share and subscribe our channel. Now moving on to the next one that we have here is the word is 267th word, and the word is accentuate. Accentuate is a word that in Hindi that meaning is make more noticeable or prominent. कुछ चीज़ जो आप बहुत ज़्यादा noticeable करवा रहे हो, more noticeable and prominent होना, उसे हम use करते हैं accentuate word बोलते हैं, and the word in Hindi that is बल देना. Okay, and that is you can use the word accentuate for those. Next word is your 268th word, that is assess. Assess is a word that is used as verb, and the assess meaning is evaluate or estimate the nature. Evaluate करना या estimate करना nature को, ability और quality of, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं आकलन कर. Next one is your 269 word, that is stagnant. Stagnant is a word that is used as adjective, and stagnant का meaning होता है showing no activity, dull or sluggish. कोई चीज़ जो आप एक्टिविटी नहीं शो कर रहे हो, dullness है, sluggish है, जिसे हम कहते हैं ठहरा हुआ. तो in that word you can use the word stagnant there. Now moving on to the next word, that we have your 270th word, and the word is your, that is cloistered. Cloistered is a word that is used as an adjective, and the cloistered meaning is enclosed by or having a cloister, kept away from the outside world, that is sheltered. हिंदी में उसे हम कहते हैं your word and enclosed or having a cloister that kept away from the outside world, and that is we can use the word cloistered there. Now the next word that we have is 271 word, and that is a skepticism. Skepticism जो word है वो आपका noun की तरह use होता है. Okay, this is used as noun, that is skepticism, and the meaning of skepticism is doubt as to the truth of something. संदेहवाद, कोई चीज़ जो आपका संदेह करे, डाउट करे, तो कोई आप जो सच बोल रहा है उस पर आप डाउट करें, that is you can use the word skepticism here. Now the next word we have is 272th word, and the word is dispersal. Dispersal is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of dispersal is the act of spending or disbursing money. Basically, if you are the act what you are doing, that is spending or disbursing the money, that you can use the word dispersal there. Next one we have 273 word, that is grand. Grand is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of grand is magnificent and imposing in appearance, size or style, and that is shandar. Next word we have 274th word, that is indigenization. Indigenization is a word that is used as noun here, and the meaning of indigenization is the action or a process of bringing something under the control of dominance or influence of the people native to the area, that is Swadeshikaran. इंडाइजनाइजेशन आप उसके वर्ड के लिए यूज़ कर सकते हो, द एक्शंस, जो प्रोएक्शन है या प्रोसेस है जो आपका है ना अंडर द कंट्रोल डोमिनेंस लेके आ रहा है या इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहा है पीपल, नेटिव पीपल्स को, जिसे हम स्वदेशीकरण कहते हैं, दैट यू कैन यूज़ द वर्ड इंडाइजनेशन. Next word we have your 275 word, that is sway. Sway is a word that is used as verb here, and the sway meaning we have here is control or influence. Control होना या influence होना. Okay, a person or a course of action. Influence जिसे हम कहते हैं प्रभाव पड़ना. So for those person you can, for those thing, for those sentences you can use the word sway, where you're using the control or the influences for those persons, some of the actions, the influences, or you can say the word the prabhav parna, that you can use the word sway there. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 276 word that we have. The next word is 276th word, and the word is unremunerative. Unremunerative meaning, that word is used as adjective. The meaning of unremunerative is bringing little or no profit or income. कुछ चीज़ आप थोड़ी सी मात्रा में लेके आ रहे हो या कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं हो रहा है इनकम में, या फिर तो जैसे हम कहते हैं अलाभकारी, तो अलाभकारी वर्ड के लिए आप अनरेमुनरेटिव वर्ड यूज कर सकते हो. ओके, सो अलाभकारी के लिए अगर इफ़ यू आर यूजिंग समथिंग फॉर दोज वर्ड दैट इज ब्रिंगिंग लिटिल और नो प्रॉफिट फॉर एन इनकम, और that is अलाभकारी, so you can use the word unremunerative, and that is of course you have to remember that unremunerative is a word that is used as adjective here. Now the next word is your 277th word, and that is decrepit. Decrepit is a word that is used as adjective. Decrepit is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of the decrepit that we have here is worn out or ruined because of age, neglect, elderly or infirm, जिसे हम कहते हैं पुराना होना. For the purana you can use the word decrepit here, that is worn out, ruined out, or because of the age की वजह से उसे neglect करना, elderly to infirm, that is your purana hona, and for those you can use the word decrepit there, and that the decrepit word is used as adjective, that you have to very focus on and that you can remember about this. Next one is your 278 word, that is your cumulative. Cumulative is a word that is used as adjective. The cumulative is also the new word, and the cumulative word used as adjective, and the meaning of cumulative is increasing or increased in quantity, degree, a force of successive additive, जिसे हम संचय बोलते हैं. Cumulative, that increasing or increased in quantity, quantity में increase कर रहा है, हम quantity में increase करा रहे हैं, okay, कोई degree को करा रहे हैं, या फिर a force of successive addition, force आप आप successfully इसको additize कर रहे हो, addition ले रहे हो, then you can use the word cumulative there. Okay, cumulative frequency आपने maths में पढ़ी होगी. Next one is your 279th word that we have is dwelling. Dwelling is a word that is used as noun, and the dwelling meaning is a house, flat or other places, residence, आवास जहाँ आप रहते हैं, चाहे वो आपका घर हो, चाहे वो आप फ्लैट में रहते हो, या कहीं भी जहाँ आप रहते हो, उसे हम dwelling बोलते हैं. Okay, so residence के लिए of course you have a next word that is dwelling. Next one we have a 280th word, and that is stimulus. Stimulus is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of stimulus is a thing that arouses actively or energy in someone or something, as spur or incentive, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं प्रोत्साहन. एक कोई चीज़ जो कि आपके एक्टिविटी को अराइज कर रही हो, एनर्जी को अराइज कर रही हो, for someone to something. So where the stimulus is used as noun, as I said you, a thing that is arouses activity, energy in someone or something, spur or incentive, that is protsahan karna. Now moving on with the next word that we have here is 281 word, and that is suppress. Suppress is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of the suppress that we have here is prevent the development, action or expression of a feeling, impulse, idea, etc. restrain. दैट इज द सप्रेस का मतलब क्या होता है, बेसिकली प्रिवेंट करना डेवलपमेंट को, कोई एक्शन हो रहा है उसको प्रिवेंट करना, कोई एक्सप्रेशन हो रहा है फीलिंग का, चाहे वो इम्पल्स का चाहे फिर वो आइडिया का, उसको रोकना एंड रिस्ट्रेन करना, दैट इज दबाना, किसी चीज़ को दबाना, चाहे वो आपकी फीलिंग्स को दबाना, चाहे आपके इम्पल्स आइडिया को दबाना, चाहे आपके डेवलपमेंट एक्शंस को दबाना, चाहे आपके किसी भी चीज़ को करना, लाइक स्ट्रेन होना, दैट यू कैन यूज द वर्ड सप्रेस देयर. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 282 with word, that is bset. Bset is a word that is used as a verb, and the meaning of the bset that we have here is, with respect to the bset, if I'm talking about, the meaning is of a problem or difficulty, troubles, someone or something pretending. तो बेसिकली क्या होता है कि अगर हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे कि हम बात करते हैं नॉर्मली कि हमें प्रॉब्लम ने घेर लिया, तो प्रॉब्लम हो या डिफिकल्टी हो, ट्रबल कर रहा हो, चाहे किसी को कर रहा हो चाहे किसी चीज़ को कर रहा हो, फॉर द परसिस्टिंग, द घेर लेना जिसे कहते हैं, तो दैट वी कैन सी दैट द वर्ड इज द बी सेट एंड दैट इज यूज्ड एज वर्ब हियर. Now the word is 283th word, that is afloat. Afloat is a word that is used as adjective here, and afloat, meaning of afloat is out of depth or difficulty, floating in water, not a sinking. afloat मतलब होता है that out of the depth, एक depth के बाहर आप बात करते हो या difficulty से बात करते हो, floating हो रही है, water में floating हो रही है, not sinking, sink नहीं हो रहा but float हो रहा है. Okay, that you can use the word afloat. Next word is your 284th word, that is a subdued. Subdued is a word that is used as adjective here, and the meaning of the subdued is of a person or a thing manner, quiet and rather reflective and depressed, restrained, and that we you can say that of a person or a manner that is quiet rather than reflective or depressed, restrained hona, that you can use the word substitute there. Next word we have your 285th word, and the word is rein in. Rein in is a word that is used as a phrase or verb, and rein in meaning is to limit or control. अपने आप को limit कर देना, control करना, someone or something जिसे कहते हैं रोकना, अपने आप को खुद ही रोक लेना, limit कर लेना, control कर लेना, that you can use the word for those, that is rein in. Now moving on to the next one that we have here is your next word, that is 286th word. Now here you can see the word that is 286th word, and that is word is coercion. Coercion is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of coercion is the action or practice of persuading someone to do something by using a force or a threat. Basically एक action या फिर कोई एक practice जहाँ पे आप किसी को या किसी चीज़ को आप force कर रहे हो या threat कर रहे हो, जिसे कहते हैं डराना या दबाना या दबाव बना रहे हो, for those you are doing something, that you can use the word coercion there, and that the word is used as noun, you have to remember that. And coercion in Hindi, that is दबाव, दबाव बनाना किसी एक चीज़ को करने के लिए, किसी एक्शन को परफॉर्म करने के लिए. Now moving on with the next word that we have your 287th word, and that is your concerted. Concerted is a word that is used as adjective, and the concerted meaning that is jointly arranged or carried out. jointly से arrange करना या carried out करना, coordinate करना, जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी में सम्मिलित करना in Hindi. So the concerted directly means सम्मिलित करना, joint करना, arrange करना, carried out करना, coordinate करना. All these comes under the word that is your concerted here. Now moving on to the next word that we have here, 288th word, and that is punitive. Punitive is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of punitive we have here, inflicting or intended as punishment, something which you are inflicting or intended for as punishment, जिसे हम कहते हैं दंडात्मक. कोई ऐसी चीज़ जब जो आप कर रहे हो जो कि आपके लिए punishment का पार्ट हो सकता है, inflict होना, intended होना punishment के लिए, दंडात्मक होना, और in English you can use the word punitive there, that is used as adjective, that you have to be very careful. Now the word is 289 here, and the 289 word is bilateral. Bilateral is a word that is used as adjective objective, and the meaning of bilateral we have having or relating to two sides affecting both sides. Bilateral ऐसे होना या relate करना, दो साइड से relate जो कि affect करा दोनों साइड, जिसे हम कहते हैं द्विपक्षीय, तो उसे हम कहते हैं bilateral. Now moving on to the next one that we have here to 90th word, that is unencumbered. Unencumbered is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of unencumbered is not having any burden or impediment, जिसे हम कहते हैं कोई भी हमारे पर भार नहीं है, बर्डन नहीं है, इम्पिडेंट नहीं है, भार रहित होना. That you can say that the word is unencumbered, and that is used as adjective here. Now moving on with the next one that we have a 291th word, that is substantive. Substantive is a word that is used as adjective here, and the meaning of substantive is having a firm basis in reality and so important, meaningful or considerable. Basically, if you're having a firm a basis in the reality and that is so important, meaningful or considerable, and in Hindi you can say that it is in maulic, तो substantive का मतलब होता है maulic in Hindi. Okay, that should be so important, that should be in reality, and that should be meaningful, that should be very considerable, so that in that word you can use the word substantive there. Okay, and that is very careful about that, this is used as adjective here. Next one is the 292th word, that is persuasive. Persuasive is a word that is used as adjective here. The meaning of the persuasive is that is used as adjective, and the meaning of persuasive is convincing, impressive, effectiveness. Basically a persuasive, if you're using the word persuasive, so you can use the word persuasive in the manner when you are convincing some things for someone, impressive something for someone, or is it effectiveness something for someone, and that प्रेरक शक्ति जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी. Persuasive directly means the प्रेरक शक्ति, and the persuasive is used as adjective. Now moving on with the next one that we have here, 293th word, that is setback. Setback is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of setback that we have here is a reversal or a check in progress. कोई भी चीज़ जिसे हम कहते हैं रिवर्सल, और कोई भी हम अपना प्रोग्रेस को चेक करते हैं, लाइक नाकामयाबी, जिस चीज़ आप कर रहे हो, जो वर्क आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हो, उस काम में आपको कामयाबी नहीं मिले, तो तब यू आर यूजिंग द वर्ड setback there, that you're not getting success on that particular work, that you can use the word setback there for those words. You can use those sentences, the setback word, as to frame that sentences. Now moving on with the next one that we have a 294 word, and that is desire. Desire is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of desire is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of the desire is a collection of document about a particular person. जो आप collection कर रहे हो document का कोई particular person के लिए, event के लिए या subject के लिए, ओके तो जिसे हम कहते हैं फाइल, तो कलेक्शन ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स अबाउट अ पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, इवेंट, और द सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज file, and that is understood by the desire here. Okay, so all in one, what I want to say is that first of all, thanks for all those subscribers that who had subscribed our channel and make us as our channel having a 1000 subscriber, so thanks for that. And even though has those who had not subscribed our channel yet, please do like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and whatever the requirement of yours related to studies, I will be fulfilling that, and you can just comment on a comment section. And now we move with into 95. The word that we have to discuss here is, so here you can see that 295 word, that is your foil. Foil is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of foil we have is prevent something considered wrong or undesirable from a succeeding, जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी में परास्त करना. फॉल का मतलब होता है परास्त करना, and to prevent something to consider that would be wrong or undesirable, or that is not desirable and that is undesirable, and of course from succeeding for that you can use the word foil there for those sentences here. Now the next word we have 296th word, and that word is vetto. Vetto is a word that is used as verb. Vetto is important, and that is new always. Veto is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of veto is refuse to accept or allow something. You are refusing to accept something, you are refusing to allow, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं निषेधाधिकार. निषेधाधिकार जो होता है, that you can use the word veto in English, and that is of course the classic word. Next one that we have your 297th word, and the word is emanate. Emanate is a word that is used as noun. Emanate is a word that is used as, emanate is a word that is used as verb here, and the word of emanate meaning is emerge, originate from, basically emerge होना from somewhere and originate from, जिसे हम कहते हैं निर्गत होना, that emanate, we are using the word here. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, it's 298, and that is condemnable. Condemnable is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of condemnable is to express an unfavorable or adverse judgment on, indicate strong disapproval of, that is censure, that is nindaniya. So in on that way you can use the condemnable word here. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 299, that is fate. Fate, F-A-I-T. Fate is a word that fate accompli. Fate accompli is a word and that is used as noun, and fate accompli word meaning is something that has already happened or been done and cannot be changed. Fate accompli, that is used as noun, the word meaning is something that has already happened, जो already हो चुका है, and that be done and cannot be changed, and you are not you are not able to change those things that has been done before, and that in Hindi that is किया हुआ बात या फिर किया हुआ का, then you can use the word fate accompli there, and that is used as noun here. Now moving on to the next one that we have your 300th word, and the word is impetus. Impetus is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of impetus is something that makes a process or activity happen more quickly. Something that makes a process or an activity that have to be happen more quickly. In Hindi that is prerna, so that is impetus stands for. Now moving on to the next one, that is your 301 word, and that is augment. Augment is a word that is used as verb, and the meaning of augment here is make something greater by adding to it. You're making something greater by adding to it, or increase, जिसे हम कहते हैं बढ़ाना, तो increase करना या फिर कुछ आप add कर रहे हो उसको बढ़ाने के लिए, then you can use the word there as augmented. Now moving on with the next one that we have here is your 303 two questions, that is overwhelming. Overwhelming word जो है, overwhelming is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of overwhelming is very great in amount. Basically that should be in great, बहुत ही great है जो amount में, जिसे हम कहते हैं भारी, तो that is your overwhelming. Now moving on with the next word that we have a 303 word, and that is catastrophic. Catastrophic is a word that is used as adjective. तो catastrophic का मतलब क्या होता है, extremely unfortunate and unsuccessful, जो कि extremely unfortunate हो और unsuccessful हो, जिसे हम कहते हैं प्रलंकर, तो वो हमारा catastrophic होता है. Next word we have your 304, that is respite. Respite is a word that is used as noun. तो respite का मतलब क्या है, that word that is used as noun, the respite meaning is a short period of rest or relief from something difficult or unpleasant. कोई चीज़ जो difficult हो, unpleasant हो, that a short period of rest and relief, that is your मोहलत. Next word we have on 305, that we have endorse. Endorse का मतलब होता है verb, endorse is used as verb. The meaning of endorse we have declare one public approval or support of, basically डिक्लेयर करना कि एक पब्लिक अप्रूवल को और उसको फिर सपोर्ट भी करना, जिसे हम कहते हैं समर्थन करना, तो समर्थन करना, दैट इज योर एंडोर्स करना, endorsing something. Okay, so this is all what we had discussed, and now we'll move with the next question as well, that is your 306 question, sorry word, that we have to improve our vocabulary, because 305 word अभी हम और मूव करेंगे, तो मूव ऑन करने वाले आपके वर्ड्स ऑफ डिक्शनरी vocabulary के, but that all are important, and even though that can improve your vocabulary as well, and you can go and within a confident manner, that you can improve your English as well as you can speak in an efficient and confident way, even though you can utilize. But if you're not using these words, if you're just knowing these words, if you're just writing these words, and you're not using these in your vocabulary, or you are not using in this framing your sentences, or if you are not using this in your conversations, so of course that means not at all. And of course you are using, then of course you are enhancing your English, that what actually is all about. English vocabulary, the class is all about. So now moving on with the next word that we have here is the word. Next word is 306 word, that is stark. Stark is a word that is used as adjective. So stark is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of the stark we have here is that is your evident, that is evident, that is clear, complete. When something is evident, something is clear, something is complete, जिसे हम कहते हैं हिंदी में कठोर या पूरा होना. And then you can use the word stark there, and that, remember that stark is a word that is used as adjective here. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 307, that is extract. Extract karna. Extract is used as a verb here. Extract means is to remove or taken out, especially by an effort or a force. When you are applying an effort, when you are applying some force to remove out, to take out something, that nikalna जिसे कहते हैं, and you are using, especially when you are using the force and effort, and we are applying the forces, then of course that remove, take it out, and that what actually the extract mean is. And extract is in Hindi that you can say that it is of nikalna something. Okay, so that directly means like that. Now moving on with the next one that we have here is 308 word, and the word is your mortality. Mortality is a word. Mortality is used as noun. When mortality, meaning of mortality, that is used as noun, and the meaning of mortality is the state of being subject to death. Mrityudar, basically the state where are you being subject to the death, and then you can use the word mortality for that. And in Hindi, of course, the mortality directly means the mrityudar, and if something related to the death, to subject to the death, then you can use the word mortality here. Now moving on with the next one that we have here is your 309 one, that is premature. Premature. Premature is a word that is used as adjective, and the premature is a word that meaning is occurring or done before the usual or a proper time, that is too early. जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं असामयिक. Basically something which is occur or which is done before the usual or a proper time, actual time से पहले आप कर लेना. लाइक अगर आप एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, देन ऑफ कोर्स आपका शेड्यूल टाइम जो भी है उससे पहले ही आपने प्रिपरेशन कर लिया, तो देन यू कैन यूज द वर्ड प्रीमेच्योर देयर. ओके, व्हेन यू occurring or done before the usual proper time, too early, that you can use the word premature. Basically ये students से होता नहीं है कि that they had done the premature studies, but of course you can use those words for those purposes, topics that asamayik होना. Next one that we have here, 310 word, that is insulate. Insulate is a word that is used as verb, and insulate जो word है, verb जो कि verb की तरह use होता है, and the meaning of the insulate we have here is protect. Protect something. Then when you are protecting something, insulate is that a word, and protect something by interposing material that prevents the loss of heat or intrusions of sound, जिसे हम कहते हैं पृथक करना. Insulate to protect something by imposing the material that prevents loss of heat, that could be preventing the loss of heat as well as the intrusions of the sound. Okay, so all these concluded as in the meaning of insulate, where you are preventing the loss of heat as well as you're preventing the intrusions of sound and pratak karna, so that was comes under the insulate here. Now moving on with the next word that we have here, 311, and the word is erratic. Erratic is a word that is used as adjective, and the meaning of erratic you have to understand, that is unpredictable, that you cannot predict anything, that is unpredictable. You are not predicting that thing, and that could be happen, and that is unpredictable. And unpredictable, the name of the unpredictable, you can use the word erratic there. And unpredictable as well as inconsistent. Inconsistence के जगह पे भी you can use the word erratic there, and that is अनियमित. अनियमित in Hindi, erratic directly means the अनियमित होना. Next one that we have your 312th word, and that is intervention. Intervention is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of intervention is the action or the process of intervening. So basically intervention is that action, is that process that you are doing of intervening, that is hastक्षेप करना, and that is intervention. Now moving on with the next one, that is 313, and that is hui. Hui is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of hui is scream. Scream करना, जिससे हम कहते हैं that is चीत्कार करना, पीटकार करना. तो that what scream is all about, and the word is hui we are using there. Okay, So before we having conclusion of these two words that we have to conclude with today's classes only, but before that I was requesting, so please do write all these words with their meaning, and of course use these words in your normal vocabulary, normal conversation with your friends or colleague or your family, that you can improve your English as well. And that is the main motive. And of course these words were very important because these words were asking in a competition paper, and that could become in the form of any, they can ask you the directly meaning, they can ask you the synonyms as well as the antonyms that way. And and the words, if you don't know the meaning of those words, you cannot able to answer the synonyms as well as the antonyms as well. And if you know the values, if you know the meaning of these, then I think English part of any competition you can clear it out. Okay. And reasoning, even though I had given you the reasoning lecture also, that where we had discussed about 7 topics right now, and we will be continuing with a ninth topic. So if you had not gone through with that also, you can just go through with that, so that you can get all the information regarding that also. Now here we are going to discuss the next word, that is 314, and that is hostile. Hostile is a word that is used as adjective here, and hostile is a meaning of hostile is showing or feeling oppositions or dislike, unfriendly. Basically you are showing or feeling opposition or dislike something, or unfriendly with something, that is जिसे हम कहते हैं शत्रुता पूर्ण, जिसे हम कहते हैं हॉस्टाइल, मतलब हम कुछ चीज़ जो कि अनफ्रेंडली है, जो कि हम पसंद नहीं करते, जिस चीज़ का हम अपोज करते हैं, that directly means the hostile here. Okay, now moving on with the next word that we have your 315 word, and that is conviction. Conviction is a word that is used as noun, and the meaning of the conviction that we have here is a formal declaration by the verdict of a jury that someone is guilty of a criminal offense, जिसे हम कहते हैं दोष सिद्धि होना. बेसिकली एक फॉर्मल डिक्लेरेशन जहाँ पे वर्डिक्ट ऑफ ज्यूरी जो होती है वो आपको किसी को गिल्टी फील कराती है, गिल्टी है वो क्रिमिनल ऑफेंस के लिए. ओके, दोष सिद्धि होना, that you can say that the word is conviction there. Okay, all these all are about all these about in this class only. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. If you had not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe our channel, so that most and many people can get the information at once, even though you can also enjoy the video as well. And please like, share and subscribe our channel, and do comment if you have any suggestion regarding our lectures what we are providing here. Okay, thank you.